What is up, YouTube? Sam from Nebula X here with our next war recap. So, again, need to apologize to everyone. Did miss a couple of wars in here. I sat down to do some recording this weekend, and unfortunately, Supercell had one of those pesky updates and wiped everything from two more of our war. So I wasn't able to get on and record. There were some really great attacks in there. So great job to the guys at X on those ones. Also, just been really busy lately. The global release of Clash Royale has happened, so a lot of the guys at X are making their presence known over there, and we have been working kind of behind the scenes, a lot of the leadership on moving Nebula X over into the FPC to start doing some arranged war matchups and things like that with some of the elite war clans out there. So some exciting times, exciting things going on over here at X. But those things have kept me pretty busy the last couple of days. So gonna go ahead and jump into a recap. This one gonna be against Team Ecuador, and X getting the victory there, 16 stars. So really great job to the guys at X. Another high percentage destruction war. They did do a pretty nice job. Left about 9 attacks on the board. We can go ahead and pull up the stats on this one. You can see X, just pulling out 28 3 stars to 12, and only 2 2 stars. So 2 stars away from another perfect war. So doing really well. Hoping that as we begin to branch into the fair play war community, get some tougher matchups, have some more really good competition in those wars. So. Gonna go ahead and jump into this recap. I wanted to do something a little different here, so I thought there is some rumors out there about a new Clash update that'll be dropping hopefully sometime later this month. And one of the big things I know that's been a talk amongst many of the leaders and players in our clan is the potential nerf to the healers. So in this recap, I kind of wanted to pull some content that really had some really good queen walks and use of the healers. So just in case this is the last time we get to see stuff like that happening. So let's go ahead and jump into it. We'll take a look at their number 3, the best, and our boy Lights Out doing it. So Lights Out gonna be doing this one with an AQ charge, trying to get those 2 air defenses there. Goes ahead, drops down a minion or some minions to get the funnel. Unfortunately, some Teslas pop there, so I think that confused him just a little bit. So he's trying to get his funnel kind of reestablished. Wants the queen obviously to step up and grab those 2 air defenses that are flanking the clan castle there. As he gets some of this trash cleared out, he is going to go in. Fortunately, the enemy Archer Queen is there, so she is going to aggro, which is going to pull his queen into, sort of the core of this base. So he's got that beefy level 30 queen. He's going to have no problems taking out that level 17 Archer Queen. A Lava Hound comes out of the clan castle. That's no problem. Just going to be a little bit of a time sink here for his queen. So he is going to let her just kind of beat her way through that. Not going to drop any rage spells or anything like that to get her through it. Goes ahead, actually drops a rage spell. Does have 2-point defenses locked on there. So as soon as that pops, going to get that taken care of. And then drops down a jump spell. Obviously wants the queen to go in, get those cannons, get those air defenses taken care of. Unfortunately, that gold storage is just too close. So she's going to take out this cannon. And then the next closest building is actually that mortar, so she's going to turn, get on the mortar. Another rage spell goes down. She's encountering a lot of point defense there, and you can see here that she is just going to go on a walk for him. So she's not going to get in there and get that second air defense, but I really like what Lights Out did here. Didn't panic. Does see that on the route the queen is taking is going to be able to get a second air defense up there by that wizard tower. So just very patient on his with his attack. Goes ahead, drops in those Lava Hounds, brings in some targeted balloons in behind. Only critique there, coming obviously straight at that air sweeper. That is going to give him some problems. All of those traps popping there. So his Lava Hound's already on pretty low health there. But hasting those balloons in there, trying to get them to that air defense as quickly as possible. And then as soon as that goes down, not a problem. The queen was able to get that second air defense as she's walking around the outside with the king out in front of her, so he is doing some tanking for her. Not that it's a problem. She's got those 4 healers on her. She is going to be absolutely fine. Balloons just running their way through the core of this base. Did miss one archer tower there, so they have to backtrack just a little bit. But as his heroes round the last corner, those balloons closing in on the last of the defenses, and that is going to be it. Still has 4 balloons in the bag, the queen ability, and a poison spell. So very, very nice job to our boy Lights Out. So like I said, I really like what he did there, being able to adjust like that on the fly. Really, really good. I know that he wanted those 2 air defenses at the bottom, but was still able to pull it out and take home that swag poison. So great job. All right, let's move down. 1 second here. All right, we'll move down a couple spots to their number 6, our boy Demi, taking it out. And he is going to be also doing this one with a Queen Walk Gola. So goes ahead, drops down the queen at the top, and I believe get those minions down. That Archer Tower is distracted. Going to go ahead and break the queen in here, and you can see he's going to be able to get to 2 air defenses, the enemy queen and the clan castle, all from that compartment there. So very nice choice for his break-in spot here. As long as that funnel's created and that queen decides to walk in, which she should after she takes out that elixir collector, this one is going to be very nice. So goes ahead, drops down a couple more minions just to help with that funnel to make sure that queen does push in. And so now she is going to be just fine. So she is just moving her way into the core of this space. Going to get those air defenses, both sweepers, the clan castle, and 2 air defenses taken care of. So very, very high value on this little queen charge here that Demi has going on. Unfortunately, his healers do just get into range of that air defense, but able to get it taken care of very quickly. The Lava Hound comes out. So again, another time sink here. A little premature on the poison drop there. Maybe could have saved that for the pups. Drops a rage spell down just to help her beat through that Lava Hound very, very quickly. And she is going to get those pups cleaned up. 1 air defense is down. As soon as she gets rid of all of these pups, should step up, take out that sweeper. Oh, takes out the expo first, then is going to make her way to the sweeper, to the next sweeper, and then to that air defense. She will also get the enemy queen taken care of here as soon as she steps over to start working on that second air sweeper. So another rage spell goes down just to help her get through the enemy queen quickly. 2 sweepers down. Here comes the storage that she's going to beat through, and then she'll get that 3rd air defense. So he's going to go ahead and start the Laloon portion of his raid. Goes ahead, hastes some balloons in behind his Lava Hounds, just targeting all the defenses. Very, very nicely done, working his way clockwise around the base, letting those Lava Hounds soak up the traps, and just almost to that first air defense. Needs to go ahead and get that down. The balloons are just closing in on it now, so they're going to get it taken care of. The queen is rounding the corner, and she is taking out more and more defenses up there, and just hasting these balloons along, keeping them moving very, very quickly through the base. Last haste spell goes down, and everything is converging on that last air defense. The king finally comes down and is going to distract that wizard tower, which is going to really, really help his balloons here. And has both hero abilities in the bag, and this one is over. Nothing left standing, so very nice attack to our boy Demi. And another successful AQ charge. So I'm hoping that this nerf doesn't happen. I'm even getting, get into it. Obviously, I use Super Queen for farming, but still do have, 15 heroes, so it's a little harder to do some of these, advanced queen strategies with a low-level queen. But this one going to be TYB. So TYB has been stepping up. He's got that level 20 queen, so he's finally starting to get into this queen walking. He likes to do these with a 4 earthquake spells and a go-ho. So on this base, I personally wasn't the biggest fan of a queen walk. I'm all about value in the queen walk, so when doing a go-ho, I like to look to get multiple, DGB spots to fuse, get the clan castle, the enemy queen, things like that taken care of. And I just did not see that. But TYP doing it very nicely here. So gets his queen to go in, drops down a hog or a wizard, something on the other side to get that clan castle taken care of. And is going to go ahead and let his queen get through get through this clan castle. Now the only problem there is obviously engaging with multiple point defenses on the queen, so has to burn the ability, and that dragon almost got to his healers, which that could have been a problem. But as soon as she takes out this cannon, he's going to drop down some wall breakers, I think wanting her to break in there, but unfortunately there's, she's already rerouted, so she's going to move up towards the top. But again, adaption on the fly, TYB doing a very nice job, drops down those golems on the other side. Obviously this was his entry point that he created with those earthquake spells, and his queen actually getting some really, really nice value here. So she's stepping in, getting a lot of defenses taken care of, drawing some aggro away from his kill squad, which is on the entry. Sends in a couple hogs at the top. They're just on that distracted archer tower, so nothing going to be shooting them. They're going to get in there for free, and now he's just being very, very patient. Obviously wants to get something in the core of this base to defuse some double giant bombs, to get the queen taken care of. And so he is just holding out as long as he possibly can on those last 16 hogs that he has. Unfortunately, his golems are in the core. They're getting beat down by the queen and by some Teslas there. So his kill squad is pretty much done here. Goes ahead, drops a rage spell down for the queen. She is now finally in the core of this base, takes out the enemy queen, is going to take out multiple Teslas, is going to get some of these bombs triggered in the core of this base, and as soon as that happens, he starts to send in some hogs here. Kind of on both sides, but as you can see, about 70% of this base is already just crushed. So there's just no chance that this one is going to stand up. And because he got so many of the defenses taken care of, he is going to be walking home with 2 swag heal spells at Town Hall 9. So, very nice job to our boy DYB. Obviously, this wasn't the plan that I saw, and I don't even think this is the plan that we talked about in chat for this base, but, adaption on the fly and just, sometimes going with your gut is the best way to do it. So, great job to our boy DYB, and throws down those 2 poison, or those 2 heal spells, sorry, right at the end. All right, we'll move down 1. This is going to be yours truly. So obviously I have the lower level heroes, but I am still getting into using this Queen Walk when I see the value for it. So I brought a bunch of minions here, just going to create a couple of funnels here. Going to use the right side of the base to take down 2 air defenses with my Queen Walk, and I'll allow her just to make her way counterclockwise. And then on the left side of the base, that's where I'm going to use my entry point with my Golem and my King to get a 3rd air defense. And then I have 2 Lava Hounds left for the bottom air defense. So, low level Queen here, so she is going to take some time to beat through these storages, which was the only problem I think with this raid. But just knowing what you can get and seeing where you can get these funnels created. Obviously, my queen is going down just a little bit, but using that super queen farming method, I've really, really learned where I can push her and how much she can take before I really do need to drop something down. So this minion up here still creating the funnel. My goal here was as soon as that cannon aggroes onto the queen, I'm going to go ahead and drop in some wall breakers, open up that compartment. That's just because it's just a quicker route into that air defense. Didn't want her to have to beat through 2 more storages by going around the outside. And also gives me a chance to engage the enemy clan castle here. Drop that hog down. Obviously wanted it to go in and pull the clan castle. Just did not drop it. Missed it by a couple of tiles. But go ahead. Start in with the golems on the other side of this attack. Get those wall breakers down just to get them in. So the golem's down. Here comes the enemy king, and his job is to get in there, take care of the defending royals. Unfortunately, the clan castle pops and goes to my kill squad instead of my queen. But raging the king up and the golem in there, just going to be enough to get that air defense and the heroes taken care of. So as soon as that is done, going to go ahead and send in both lava hounds here from the bottom. And then just targeted balloons in here. So I have 14 balloons and really only one side of the base left to take out because the queen is going to work her way around the top and it's going to be no problem. It would not be a Sam raid without a poorly placed haste spell, and that was that first one there. Awful placement on it because that is just what I do. And, all these balloons just making their way into the base. Finally, that air defense goes down. And then there is pretty much nothing that is going to stop this swarm of balloons. Still 3 balloons left in the bag. 2 rage spells. which are neither really necessary to get this done. The queen is tanking the entire backside of this base. Go ahead, drop down a rage spell just to help get through these defenses quickly. And got a couple of pups left up, not too many, but there's just nothing. Go ahead and drop down my last 4 balloons and throw down that last rage spell just to push them quickly into the town hall and get that taken care of. So, went to plan that time, and getting it done with low-level heroes. So I will bring up one more, and this is actually going to be on the bottom base, and it's going to be our boy Warith. And obviously Town Hall 8 action here. And doing it, got a go-ho with a couple of healers here. So I talked about this, I think, maybe last video or the video before. Looking at this P.E.K.K.A. walk strategy, and finally someone decided to throw it out here. So going to get the clan castle taken care of. It's going to just be kind of an old school style. And then very similar to an AQ walk, getting that funnel created, drops down a max P.E.K.K.A. out of the CC with 2 healers, and then uses some quakes on the opposite side. Going to get this whole thing opened up so that P.E.K.K.A. going to make her way around clockwise on this base, creates the second half of the funnel with a wizard on the outside, and that P.E.K.K.A. going to take out the enemy king, and then a golem goes down, opens up the wall, and now have a nice kill squad to go into this base. Also, the king coming down, so everything going to kind of just make its way in through that opening, and then, got 19 hogs on the back end that are going to be able to just kind of get this done. So, kill squad going to kind of push its way into the base. A few hogs come in from one side here and has 2 heal spells to get him through any potential bomb positions, which probably are in the core there, but goes ahead, drops down the first heal spell just to keep this massive group of hogs up as they make their way around the outside of the base. A couple more hogs and a distracted archer tower at the top. Some Teslas pop in there in the core of the base, but you can see there's just nothing that's going to stop these last hogs, and with 1 heal spell drops it smack in the middle of the remaining defenses. All those hogs going to get healed up very, very quickly. Unfortunately, the healers did go down, but the P.E.K.K.A. is still up there doing some work. King did go down. A golem did not bust into golemites. And, just a very powerful attack. Seen a lot of Earthquake Go-Ho at Town Hall 8. And I thought this was just a nice variation of it. And, just good execution. I really liked it. And it's, just kind of prepping for Town Hall 9 here. Being able to do, some of these walk strategies at Town Hall 8. Alright, so that's going to do it on, kind of our healer segment. So I'm going to go back and grab just a couple more attacks. There were a few that did not have, walks in them that I was still very, very impressed by and wanted to bring to you guys. So let's go back up, take a look at number 11, Stay Blaze, and our boy Mud Duck. Taking this out with a Go Vaho. So Mud Duck just getting those... Mud Duck just getting those max Valks and just putting them to use here, and I just really like this one. There was another raid in this war, and when it was going on live, we saw a Go Vaho, and we saw kind of a late heal spell on the Valkyries, which wasn't, not a problem, but did lose a substantial number of his Valkyries because he did not heal them early enough. So I really like Mud, choosing to go in on this base and, kind of making that little adjustment to make the raid just go that much better. So golems go down from the top. Going to go straight in at the enemy queen here. Drops down his queen to help. And, is getting that funnel created with a bunch of wizards here. Just a couple of wall breakers. Sends in a test one first. And then here come the remaining 2. Get this wall opened up beautifully, and once that is taken care of, his king is going to come down, so he should be making his way in, and here come all those redheads, and a jump spell is down. Those Valkyries is going to get right on the queen, and she is going to immediately go down. She has absolutely no chance with that many Valkyries on her. And then right here, Mud is going to go ahead and drop down his heal spell right in the core of the base. Keep all of those Valkyries up. Valks inside of a heal spell. Just nothing really going to be able to stop them. So So just very, very nice choice there, and just making sure that that kill squad gets a very, very deep push on the base. So got hogs coming in on both sides of the base, gets a double giant bomb triggered in the core there. Only a couple of hogs go down to it. So very, very nice job there. And then as you can see, the hogs just making their way, kind of converging on this last pocket, and has a heal spell down and waiting for everybody. So they're just going to be able to rip through this base. Got a couple of Valks still up with the king, his queen taking out some high HP storages, and then some cleanup wizards going down just around the outside. Both hero abilities still left. So just a great, great raid to our boy Mud Duck. Really like seeing this one. Alright. And I think that is going to do it for this one, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, this is Sam. Peace.